What's going on, guys? Welcome back into the channel. In today's video, we are bringing you another episode in the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise here on Madden 22. And I went ahead and simulated the conference championship week just because I felt like that would actually give Baltimore the best chance against us in that game. And we ended up winning in the sim 49-21, which I was actually extremely surprised at. I really feel like that would have been the result if we played that game head-to-head, because Baltimore is just not programmed to play very well within Madden, and unfortunately they really just didn't put up a fight. So in the Super Bowl, we will have the Steelers and the Cowboys facing off, an old-time rivalry, a classic rivalry here within the NFL, and I think that this should be a significantly more entertaining game to watch. Dallas is going to be starting off this game with the ball in their hands. We're going to get to see what Ezekiel Elliott later on in his career is able to do with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott rolling out, finding his tight end out towards the sideline. A nice first completion there to pick up 4 yards. Dallas is a pretty pass-heavy offense nowadays, especially with all their receiving targets, so they are going to go spread offense, and we're seeing step up in the pocket. Actual really nice gameplay here so far that I've seen from Dak Prescott. I'm kind of surprised how well he is moving around in that pocket. Does a really nice job there of connecting to his receiver and getting his team already across the 50-yard line, moving those chains up to the 47, and again, kind of spreading out this offense and giving this offense their best chance to capitalize on matchups. And Ezekiel Elliott going to move the chains yet again with an 11-yard rush all the way down to the 36-yard line. The Cowboys are really moving the ball here today. It's extremely interesting to see how these teams match up in simulation gameplay. Now, I'm not saying that this entire game is going to be simulated like this, but I am getting to enjoy at least seeing how these teams are going to play on their own. And Dallas is really just moving the ball and finding open targets across the field. This Steelers secondary not really matching up all too well. Our cornerbacks not having a very effective day covering anybody. There's a first stop for the defense, and it's none other than Cameron Hayward, who comes in for the tackle for a loss. Might be a little bit too little too late on this drive, though. They are all the way down into the red zone, and you got to think that they want to get stops earlier than that. The Steelers are known for a bend but don't break type of style. That's kind of gone out of the way since the transition to a new defensive coordinator, but as we've taken over the team, we've also kind of implemented a very similar style. So let's see if the Steelers can keep him out of the end zone. Dak Prescott does find another target over the middle, but it will be forced incomplete. Very tight coverage on that play, bringing up a third down situation. Dak Prescott with the ball in his hands, drops back to pass, steps up in the pocket, and is going to be picked off by Terrell Edmunds over the middle. So on a drive where we saw Dallas very effectively move the ball down the field, they are unable to even put a field goal on the board with a crucial turnover that's going to lead to the ball in Kenny Pickett's hands. The young quarterback with an opportunity to shine here, going up against a very effective Dallas Cowboys team on both sides of the ball. He's going to hand it off. I'll be real interested to see what this Pittsburgh Steelers playbook looks like in simulation. I really have not utilized them much because it's generally not too effective. You can see the screenplay right there. Kenny Pickett dumps off to Najee Harris, and Pittsburgh immediately facing a third down situation. This is probably honestly pretty realistic to Pittsburgh Steelers gameplay because of what they've been calling. There's a first down target to Chase Claypool, moving them up to the 27-yard line. It's nice to see them actually get a completion and get a first down and at least move this ball a little bit. That's going to put them in a 1st and 10 situation where they're going to come out in an I formation. Probably going to hand this ball off to Najee, but we'll see if they don't hit the play action. A man goes in motion. That's going to be Gentry, and Pickett does indeed hand it off to Najee Harris. Najee Harris breaks through the middle for a good 10 to 12 yards. His first significant run of the day gets them up near midfield, the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh now looking to spread out the offense a little bit, get the defense back on their heels. They're going to target underneath Deontay Johnson, who's going to catch that ball for a gain of nothing. They're going to go back to the I formation here, and why not? It worked the last time. Try to power this ball up. Is Kenny Pickett going to hand it off? He does, straight to Najee Harris, and Najee Harris gets stuffed for a gain of only 1. Very nice stop there by the defense. The Cowboys are doing a very good job of putting this offense in tough positions. Having to go and complete 3rd and 10s, 3rd and 9s over and over again is not going to bode well for a young quarterback like Kenny Pickett. He does have weapons. He's going to launch one downfield. He has a target, and that's going to be a touchdown. Deontay Johnson manages to beat his DB and gets that reception in stride. What a fantastic throw by Kenny Pickett on this route. I actually can't believe what I saw. I did not expect him to air it out like this, and he tosses this one up the sideline, completes this one very far downfield to Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson catches that one-handed, breaks a little bit of a tackle, and gets himself into the end zone and puts Pittsburgh up 7-0 early in the first quarter. As we head into the second quarter here with the Steelers up 7-0, Dallas is going to have an opportunity in Steelers territory. A handoff to Ezekiel Elliott busts through for another big gain. The rushing attack has been extremely effective for Dallas today. I wouldn't be surprised to see them hand that ball off more and more as the game progresses, as they wear down this defense, and the Dallas Cowboys continue to move the chains. You got to think that first drive didn't end the way that they wanted it to. They threw that interception, but they moved the ball well. Dak Prescott finds another target over the middle now and around the 15-yard line. They're setting themselves up for another opportunity to score. You got to be thinking that they just want to maintain possession of this ball and put some points on the board. Dak Prescott under pressure, rolling out to his left and sacked by Cameron Hayward. Cameron Hayward, the big defensive lineman, interior defensive lineman, creating all types of havoc for the Dallas Cowboys right now, and Dak Prescott forcing the pressure, forcing the sack. Dak Prescott couldn't escape there and couldn't find a man downfield. You do like to see Dak Prescott not forcing anything, though, after that first drive and how that ended. Live to fight another day, and the Dallas Cowboys are set here with a 3rd and 8. Not too hard of a challenge for them on 3rd and 8. They always have the weapons to complete it. They dump it off underneath for only a gain of 1. You got to be thinking that the pressure caused Dak Prescott to get that ball out of his hands a little bit sooner than they wanted to. It looks like that play needed to develop, and that's going to probably force a field goal here. I'd be very surprised if I saw Dallas go for it. It is the Super Bowl, though, so anything could happen. Indeed, they will kick this one. They're going to get their first points on the board for today as long as they put this one through the uprights. Not too challenging of a field goal, and they do. That's going to cut the lead from 7-4, so it's a 7-3 ball game. Pittsburgh still on top, about to get the ball back, and quite a bit of time left on the clock here, about 5 minutes in the second quarter. As the clock is winding down to 2.5 minutes remaining in this first half, Kenny Pickett has the ball around the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh Steelers have been looking good on offense, moving the ball all the way downfield and getting it into opposing territory yet again. The Dallas Cowboys probably looking to force a turnover here. They want to get that ball back and give themselves a chance to score before the end of the half. So Pittsburgh here looking to probably maintain possession of the football. You saw the dump off underneath, another underneath pass to Juju Smith-Schuster, breaks free, reaches for the pylon and can't get in. Takes this team down to the 1-yard line. A fantastic find there by Kenny Pickett. Definitely not his first read on that play. Has to check down to his man coming across the field. Finds him open, though, and he has a blocker upfield, and that's Najee Harris, who gets a fantastic block to spring Juju Smith-Schuster and almost put him into the end zone. This is where things get tough, though. We're down on the goal line, goal line formation for the Pittsburgh Steelers, handing it off to Najee. Big push up front. Najee Harris puts that one in for the touchdown. That's going to make it a 14-3 ball game. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, and Dallas needs an answer soon, or things could start to get pretty ugly. And this might be it. The chance for Dallas to answer comes with 49 seconds remaining in the half. One timeout on the clock from the 19 or 18-yard line. Dak Prescott throws it to the end zone, finds his big target in the back of the end zone, and the defenders can't make the play. That's going to be a Dallas Cowboys touchdown, 14-10 on the board. Write it up. Dallas scores their first touchdown of this Super Bowl and cuts the lead to 4 once again. 44 seconds on the clock. Pittsburgh has all 3 timeouts if they do desire to go downfield. What a nice high point catch there on the outside. Really, really good ball by Dak Prescott. Throws it to Burks of all receivers, who's the one that comes down with that. And that's Devin Bush and Terrell Edmonds on the coverage, who were unable to force that ball out. Really, really nice drive by Dallas with minimal time on the clock to go and cut this lead so that they can keep themselves in a very tight ball game. And that'll do it for the first half. At the half, the score was 14-10. And at the opening drive of the half, Pittsburgh was able to move down across midfield, but stalled out at around the 45-yard line. Had to punt this one away to Dallas. Dallas now with the ball in their hands, looking to take their first lead of the game. We're looking for Dak Prescott to try to air this one out a little bit. He finds Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott reaching across, trying to just get that first down. Dangerous attempt there, to be honest with you. This early into the second half, I don't know that you want to be risking that ball out there like that. Ezekiel Elliott able to pick up the first down there. Dallas has a lot of options right now, though. Ezekiel Elliott is hot. They can continue to hand him off the ball, but Dak Prescott has been finding his targets like that right there. He's going to find his receiver underneath, breaking a couple tackles, not really able to gain any extra yardage off of that, but keeping the ball moving. 2nd and 3 now. Dak Prescott out of the single back formation, hands it off to Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott finds another hole. The Pittsburgh Steelers defense has been porous on the ground today, and I think Dallas is starting to recognize that. They're really mixing in those inside runs and taking advantage of it. Pittsburgh sends a blitz. Dak Prescott under pressure. That's going to be another sack for the Pittsburgh Steelers defensive line. Harrison Phillips, the defensive tackle, gets in there for one. Not a name that you call very often on the pass rush, able to generate some very nice pressure on the inside, and Mike Tomlin very excited there on the sideline to see his big defensive tackle getting involved in the passing game. Handing it off to Ezekiel Elliott once again, trying to make up a couple of those yards and set themselves up for a manageable 3rd down situation. They don't really do it. 3rd and 13 for the Dallas Cowboys now. Dak Prescott, you got to imagine, drops back to pass. He does. He chucks one deep, and that's going to be his 2nd interception of the game. I think that's Dante Jackson on the outside, who comes up with a massive interception. Dak Prescott is not having himself a very good game. The ball control for the Dallas Cowboys is a major concern, and there's not that much time left in the second half. You really got to think that they need to prioritize ball control, and they throw yet again another crucial interception. I said I might not play this as an entire sim game, but I'm really enjoying the results that I'm seeing from this game so far. Kenny Pickett dropping back to pass once again. Now he's under pressure. DeMarcus Lawrence coming after him, throws that one away. Wise move by the young quarterback. We have 2 interesting quarterbacks in this matchup, and surprisingly enough, Kenny Pickett has looked like the better quarterback. Dumps it off to Najee Harris. Najee Harris breaks a tackle and up to the 50-yard line. Pittsburgh having tons of success through Najee Harris. Now across the 50-yard line at the 43. Kenny Pickett in the gun once again. Hands it off on the drop play. No. Fakes everybody out. Tosses it to the edge to Deontay Johnson, and Deontay Johnson comes down with another very nice secure catch. This receiving core for the Pittsburgh Steelers has been extremely effective in running their routes and coming down with the ball today. Not many drops to speak of. Kenny Pickett drops back again, finds Claypool coming across the field, and I'm actually a little bit surprised with how successful he's been in finding his targets. He's had guys open, and this Dallas secondary is no joke. Both teams pretty even in terms of their offensive and defensive snaps, but Pittsburgh coming away with the turnover differential, and that has been the difference so far in this game. Dallas has to be looking to get a turnover themselves to turn the tide. It is still only a 4-point game. Kenny Pickett connects with his big tight end Freiermuth for the first time over the middle there. 1 reception for him today. You're kind of surprised not to see him involved more, but the other targets have been open. Dumps it off to Najee Harris. Najee Harris now getting involved in the receiving game a little bit more, and Kenny Pickett surpasses 200 yards on the day. Now we have a first down from the 13-yard line. They can get a first down here without getting the touchdown. Kenny Pickett drops back to pass, finds Deontay Johnson, and does exactly that. Gets the first down without getting the touchdown, down to the 1-yard line. Again, this is where things get tough. This is where the Pittsburgh Steelers might be at a disadvantage. He dumps it off to Najee Harris. Najee Harris, 5 yards, tackled in the backfield. Not the most intelligent decision there by Kenny Pickett, losing yardage, though maybe that's part of the strategy, because when you're on that 1-yard line, you have no space to work with. Now they have 6 yards to work with, and we'll hit a third down and goal from the 2-yard line now following a Najee Harris run. Kenny Pickett will have the ball in his hands, finds Pat Freiermuth open on the curl in the end zone, or hitch in the end zone. Very, very nice route there by Freiermuth to just stick in between the zones and find that spot and be that check down receiver for Kenny Pickett in the red zone. The big target, always looking to find some space, does a really nice job there of sitting in between the holes in the secondary and gets them another touchdown. Dallas needs an answer, and they need an answer quick. Only 5:59 remains on the clock in this game, and they are at a deficit of 11 points. Dallas's offense has found ways to move the ball, but the turnovers have killed them. And this is a moment where I'm going to go ahead and put myself on the field, because I feel like the simulation is doing the Cowboys a little dirty right now. There we go. That's the type of stuff that we want to see out of this Dallas Cowboys offense. Obviously, we want to win this game as the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I also want to see this Cowboys team have a fair shot. So now down to the 11-yard line with 3:30 remaining on the clock. They got to try to get this into the end zone quick so that they can get a stop and have time to go down the field again and try to tie this game up, or not even tie this game up. They would have to go for 2 if they wanted to do that. They need a touchdown here, and I would say they probably are going to go for 2. You would think that if they get this in, they're going to go for 2. Regardless, though, drops back to pass, finds a target wide open. That's Lamb yet again. Lamb has been a consistent target for Dak Prescott all day, and Cowboys are going to cut this lead. We're going to see if they go for 2, and they do. They decide to go for 2. Pittsburgh's defense here a little bit out of position. We got to be careful and see if we can't get some pressure. They find their man open to the outside. That'll be the tight end, and they do cut this deficit to 3 points. 21-18 is the score, and we're putting the ball in the hands of Kenny Pickett and Najee Harris with a chance to close this game out. And that's it, guys. I am going to just sim to the end of the game at this point. I want to see what these teams do to play this one out. Kenny Pickett airing it out for some reason, still not going with the ground game, but he finds a target. There's nothing that this Dallas secondary can do to stop Kenny Pickett and this slew of wide receivers that the Pittsburgh Steelers have and have developed over the years. About 2 minutes remaining on the clock. We're about to hit the 2-minute warning after this play. Kenny Pickett back in the pocket again. The ball comes out as he's hit, and they're going to say that that's an incomplete pass. We do not have the 2-minute warning yet. 2:02 on the clock. Now we're at the 2-minute warning. Dumps it off to Deontay Johnson, gets the completion, but not going to be good enough for a first down. They're still going to have quite a few yards to gain here to get the first down. 3rd and 6, minute 57. You want to think that the Steelers are looking to get the first down. Najee Harris tries to lower the shoulder and unsuccessful in breaking that tackle to get the first down, fighting for the extra yard. That's a 4th and 1, and the Steelers are going to have to punt it away to Dallas, who has been very, very hot to this point. Not a great punt either. Actually a much better punt than I thought. Harvin pins them at the 16-yard line. Dallas is going to have to go very far to try to set up at least a field goal attempt to tie this game. So coming out onto the field is Dak Prescott in the single back. Drops back, is hit as he tries to throw, but finds a target nonetheless. Breaks the first sack attempt, and a fantastic play by Dak Prescott. You gotta be thinking he's looking to escape this pocket and find some targets. Dumps it off underneath, and a big hit by Terrell Edmunds. Dak Prescott once again in the shotgun now. Bunched tight. Scrambling a little bit. Can't find anybody deep. That's going to be an incomplete pass. It looked like he was going to try to scramble there. Decided to set and throw. Dak Prescott in the shotgun once again. Bunched to the left. drops back to pass. Pressure is there, but it's a screenplay, and Ezekiel Elliott is really effective on those screenplays. Dallas is now up to about the 50-yard line with just under a minute remaining. 2 timeouts, though. Dak Prescott scrambling, throws one deep, finds a receiver, incomplete. CeeDee Lamb unable to come down with the catch. The coverage was airtight downfield, and the safeties of this team are not safeties that you want to test. Both of them have developed really nicely up close to or over a 90 on both sides. The blitz is coming. Dak Prescott finds his man underneath, and they're going to use their first time out. Now 3rd and 3. This is crucial to get them into territory for a field goal. Find a tight end open quick, and that'll do it down to the 29-yard line. 29 seconds remaining. 1 timeout. They're spreading it out yet again. Find a target open over the middle. CeeDee Lamb once again. CeeDee Lamb, the most consistent target for the Cowboys so far, and they do take their time out here. 11 seconds remain, and they're going to probably kick this field goal. Yep, so they're going to kick the field goal with 11 seconds left on the clock. Pittsburgh is going to try to ice them. I don't know that that's going to get it done. This is not that long of a field goal attempt, and it is on the right hash. And the field goal is up, and it's good. This ball game is tied 21-21, and we're likely headed for overtime in the Super Bowl. 21-21, 8 seconds remain. Pittsburgh does have a chance if they don't run off all the clock on this kick return. So 4 seconds, that'll present us with one play. Are they going to try to air it out? They are. Kenny Pickett is in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to his left, a tight end, and a receiver to his right, sends a man in motion, and actually just hands it off to Najee Harris. A pretty conservative call. Najee Harris picks up 5, and that's going to take us to the end of the 4th quarter and an opportunity for one team to cement their legacy. The Dallas Cowboys have won the coin toss, and they've elected to receive. This Dallas offense is going to be on the field first, and they're going to have the opportunity to put this game away. If they drive down and score a touchdown, the game is over. If they drive down and kick a field goal, the Steelers get an opportunity. If the Steelers get a turnover or force a 3-and-out and then go down and score in any manner, they will win the game. It is sudden death here in Arizona for the Super Bowl. 21-21, Dak Prescott coming out onto the field. He has been very effective in his most recent attempts. Hands one off to Ezekiel Elliott, and a blitz is going to meet him at the line of scrimmage. He gains 1 yard officially on the play, fighting for that extra yard, and a 2nd and 9. Dak Prescott in the gun. 3 wide receivers to the right, drops back and finds a man, and that'll be complete. The coverage was tight, but not tight enough. Another very good catch on the sideline there, and I believe that was Burks. Burks, 7 receptions, 100 yards in today's game. He might be your MVP if they come away with a victory. Burks has been very good, and you see the good job he does there of keeping his feet in bounds. Dak Prescott in the gun, bunch to the left this time. Gets the ball and drops back to pass, looking for a target. Finds his tight end open over the middle, and that's going to be a tackle made by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Trips right this time. Dak Prescott looking for an open receiver and finds his tight end once more. The tight end has been a very strong connection for Dak late in this game, and he's looked for his tight ends over and over again and found them open. The Steelers can't compete. Dak under pressure though, and I think it's Stephon Tuitt who gets in there for the sack, and that's a big one as Dak tries to scramble out of the pocket unsuccessfully and loses 15 yards, taking them all the way back across the 50-yard line. That is not what you want to see if you're a Dallas fan. 2nd and 25, and Terrell Edmunds almost puts this game away with a diving interception attempt. Now 3rd and 25, a very dangerous down and distance for the Cowboys. I don't know what they could scheme up to try to get this first down, but they got to keep possession of the ball, and TJ Watt is going to get a sack, and that's going to put the Dallas Cowboys back at the 31-yard line in very poor field position, and you got to be hoping now for a really good punt out of your punter. Otherwise, the Steelers could be set up in pretty good field position to just go down and kick a field goal. The punt is off, and it's going to be returned from about the 24 and all the way up over to about the 31, 32-yard line. Pittsburgh is going to start. And it all comes down to this. Kenny Pickett now with the ball in his hands and a chance to make history. Kenny Pickett looking for a target, throws it deep. Who's he got? He has his receiver, Deontay Johnson, in double coverage, and I can't believe he came away with that catch. Unbelievable catch in double coverage in contested territory for Deontay Johnson. Look at this again, pressure in his face. Kenny Pickett just throws it down there, and I can't believe he comes up with that catch. What are those defensive backs doing? There's no reason any receiver should ever catch that. And this game is all but done. All the Steelers have to do is get to a comfortable spot to kick a field goal and put it through the uprights. They're handing it off to Najee Harris now, and they are being very, very conservative, I would think, at this point, to try to just make sure that they don't mess up their chances. Kenny Pickett, though, dropping back now yet again, tosses that one out of bounds. Again, a conservative play. Good look there by Kenny Pickett. Don't do anything too dangerous. And now on 3rd and 9, they're going to drop back to pass again. He finds his man open over the middle. Chase Claypool gets them to the 16-yard line, and you got to think this is the last play of the game. 4th and 3 with a field goal opportunity to try to win the game. Dallas is going to try to ice him. It didn't work for Pittsburgh earlier, but will it work for Dallas this time? Icing the kicker. The kick is from the 16-yard line, and the kick is up. The kick is good. Pittsburgh goes up 24-21 and finds a way to win it. You see the players, you see the staff storming the field. Kenny Pickett can't believe what he just accomplished. I didn't expect this Pittsburgh team to win this game, especially in a simulation, especially knowing that their playbooks aren't that great. Holy cow, what a performance by both teams, honestly. And the story of this game has to be the honestly really great performance by Kenny Pickett and the turnovers by Dak Prescott. What a difference between these two quarterbacks, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this one. A fantastic game to watch. I really enjoyed watching it in this simulation style. I really feel like it gave both teams a fair shot. And Kenny Pickett there, you can see holding that trophy, the future of the Pittsburgh Steelers. We can only hope that whatever quarterback the Pittsburgh Steelers get in real life can take us to that championship one day and be holding that trophy next to Coach Tomlin. I don't see Coach Tomlin going anywhere anytime soon. They love him with that organization. So really, really happy to have been able to share this experience with you guys here on YouTube. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more. I'll see you guys in the next episode, and I hope you have a good one.